Hello and welcome back everyone to the next Eternal video in the series. I hope you liked the previous one, but in case you missed it, you'll find it in the Eternal playlist on my channel. Today we will be continuing the story of Kaleb and we will learn the Firestarter deck at the end, and after that we will be transitioning to the Time Sigil deck questline and finish that one as well. That's the timeline I have in mind, but enough with the talk and let's jump straight into the action.
I seek the mage Marison!
Unfortunately, Mistress Marison is not accepting petitions just now. Perhaps if you return, after the harvest?
I will see her! Now!
Oh, I'm afraid I didn't make myself clear.
Yeah, he's trying to block us. I don't like that.
Out there? Intune provides a bonus when the unit is killed. Taking Grenadin will deal 3 damage to the enemy player when it dies.
Okay, so it's like Death Rattle or whatever it was called in Hearthstone. Cool. So let's play our Sigil and summon Ticking Grenadin. And let's end our turn. I try to be playing a little bit more at a faster pace. Opponent is playing the time deck.
The journey to Amara is long.
Okay, so he'll be gaining life whenever Oasis Seeker attacks. We can't do anything else, so let's just skip to the next turn.
This'll do the trick.
You can shoot down that Oasis Seeker before it has the chance to attack again.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. That's 2 damage to an enemy unit. And also it's controlling player.
On your feet, Wanderer!
It's a pretty tough life gain deck. And he gets the +1/+1 not only until the end of turn but forever.
Right out!
Better block before your help.
It's written right here.
Opponent with the life gain synergies popping off.
Charge might turn this around by getting in a lot of damage quickly.
Yes, charge is good for a 4/4, but we wouldn't be able to block after that. But at least our top unit in the deck will get charge as well. So I'm guessing that the next one we will be drawing will be something useful.
Centaur Raid Leader gives your next unit charge. Go on the offensive and attack.
Okay. Sadly, we don't have any blockers left, so we will be taking 3. Oh, that's a good one.
Charge. Get Pit Fighter into battle.
To the slaughter! You're not the only one who knows how to fight.
I see I underestimated you.
Attack with both of your units.
Yeah, she's telling me to attack with both of them, but in a realistic situation I would be leaving at least 1 blocker behind because my life total is at risk. But we will be following the instructions.
Time quickens. Double damage will double all damage from the unit. This includes normal battle damage, but also any other damage the unit may deal.
Okay, so it's almost like double strike in Magic the Gathering, but this one is also for any other source of damage, not just battle damage.
Player charge unit. You held them off long enough. End this.
Okay, so we will be doing the charge unit with double damage And then I'm guessing we can be finishing them off with the last spell. So they need to be charm blocking.
The enemy chose to block Pit Fighter with 2 units. It'll deal enough to kill 1 blocker, then assign the rest of its damage to the other.
Yeah, so Pit Fighter is going to be blocked by these 2 guys. I don't think we can prioritize which one is dealt with first, like in Magic the Gathering. So yeah, let's just click for continuing this.
Now that the enemy health is low enough, Detonate will finish this.
Marison, come down from your tower!
Kaleb finally faced the mage who could tell him of his mother and help him claim the Eternal Throne. But Morrison's rhymes only enraged the prince.
Let's see what we're up against next.
Speak plainly, witch. Who is my mother? Does she live?
The acorn seeks a second tree, when it would thrive as one. Unwilling to let secrets be, you are your father's son.
Enough of your riddles! I will force the truth from you if I must!
I think I'll be blocking the 1/1 because I don't want my unit to die.
Back to dust.
Cards require not only power, but also influence to play. You already have 8 power, but to play Kaleb you need 3 fire influence, and you only have 2 at the moment. Playing a fire sigil gives you both 1 power and 1 fire influence.
Yeah, so the influence cost is at the top border of the card and the power cost is on the top left.
You can wield 1 relic weapon at a time, and can use it to attack once each turn.
So relic weapon attaches to your hero, I'm assuming, or character or avatar, whatever it's called.
A relic weapon gets you into the fight by letting you attack enemy units directly. If there are no enemy units, you can attack the enemy player.
I
Drag
want
your
to
weapon
attack
to an enemy unit to
the
attack it.
unit, yes,
Note that the drag your
because I want to be able to get in 3 damage to the controller. Oh yeah, it doesn't let me end my turn because I was too foolish and I didn't want to spend my power correctly. Yeah, so here's Warcry.
On my signal!
And you can exhaust an enemy unit on summon, but he was also already exhausted, so it doesn't really matter.
We've found it.
Well, I'd rather not block it, because then my Warcry won't trigger. And if I attack back, they can't kill my unit, unless they are double blocking it. 3 Grenadines. I think I'll be playing both of these. Okay, so he's double blocking. I want to be able to kill, I think, this one, but in theory this will be more scary towards the end.
To the slaughter!
Now we are just still waiting for the third fire sigil to make an appearance.
When a card with warp is on top of your deck, you can see it and play it as if it were in your hand. Your enemy can't see it.
Okay, so we have a warp creature
You can
there.
play Blink Wolf from the top of your deck. Playing Caleb's favor will allow you to draw the fire sigil you need to play Caleb next turn.
Okay, so this is just a simple spell. We are dealing 2 damage to the enemy player, and we also get a fire sigil from our deck
Who says you can't play with fire?
that I can play immediately. Our influence will go up to 3, so we'll be able to play this next turn. And then I think I'm fine getting in some attacks like these. I will leave the 1/1s behind.
Back to dust.
Why must children break what they do not understand?
This is over.
You finally have enough fire influence to send Caleb into battle. Charge!
Yeah, so he has quick draw. This is like first strike, so if we were to kill a unit, then we get to deal damage first, and we don't get damage back on the way. All other fire units will get +1/+1. So these are all fire units, as you can see by the influence on the top border. And we can also draw a weapon of our choice from the deck, so this is a pretty strong card, even if it needs 3 influence. And we can attack with all these units. He'll probably block one of the 2/2s. He's actually going for the 4/3, which is better for us. So next turn we will be able to get a weapon of our choice. I don't even want to summon this one because we have enough damage on the board to get lethal. Yeah, let's get this one.
No! I need answers!
Okay, so we got the fire starter deck.
Caleb proved his mettle, but not his wits. He bested the old sorceress in battle, but she told him nothing more. His victory left him no closer to learning his mother's name, or to claiming the eternal throne. For Talir, her brother Caiaphas' death was both a tragedy and a mystery. What had happened in the throne room? What had Caiaphas done, and why? Talir needed answers, and she set out to find them. Talir started her search among the witches of the Filmwood. There's some bad magic happening under those trees. But Talir was never one to be squeamish about a curse or two.
So Talir will be our protagonist for the time deck.
Answer my questions, witch, and I'll leave you to your foul magic.
Every secret has a price.
Play a time sigil from your hand.
Time
Initiate of
quickens.
the relics provide bonuses while in play. Xenon Obelisk makes all of your units more powerful, and becomes even stronger once you've reached 8 power.
Okay, so I'm guessing relic is like artifacts. Sorry for all the comparisons between Magic the Gathering, Hearthstone, and
Initiate
Eternal.
of the Sands can still attack while it increases your maximum power.
I don't know if this counts when the unit dies, so I'm guessing if the unit dies, I will be losing my +1 maximum power as well. But until then I can still attack.
Safe travels, friend.
I can get another sigil from my deck, thinning out the deck a little bit. Okay, so when this dies, they will be drawing a
When
card.
unit with Overwhelm is blocked, if it has more strength than the blocker's health, the extra damage is applied to the enemy player.
So another comparison. Overwhelm is like Trample in Magic the Gathering. For a 1/1 I am tempted to just use the Xin and Obelisk so both my units will stay alive even if he blocks them. Instead of going for the Horned Warlunk, I think I will be playing that next. Okay, so he doesn't go for the blocks.
Through the shadows.
Timekeeper is also nice, and he will be getting stronger and stronger as we get more influence. So next turn this will be a 5/5. But I'm tempted to just play the Horned Warlunk because this will be 4/5, I'm guessing, since the Obelisk is in play. I don't want to be losing my Initiate of the Sands because then we will be dropping 1 power, and we need more power for the Obelisk to get stronger. So if I ever want to go up to 8 power, we will be needing the Initiate. Since this is unblockable, I will only be able to block this one. Okay, that was a tough one. It's a pretty effective board wipe. Almost one-sided. Yeah, for this turn I'm probably okay with Timekeeper. Next turn I'm going to be playing Talir's Favored and immediately play out the Time Sigil.
Who is this? What is that mark on your face?
Okay, so he's been getting double influence. Okay, so I'll be playing this one first. I'm getting a Time Sigil, and then that lets me double spell for this turn. And since this has Trample or Overwhelm, I'm tempted to just play it on him, because we'll be getting in more damage that way, because this one can be chump blocked. I think that's fine.
When you draw a card with Fate, you get a bonus effect. Lumen Shepherd plays a Wisp for you for free.
It's a nice feature. And I'm going to be on the offensive. I'm leaving the 1/3 behind, just as another blocker.
Who was that man? He seemed strange.
On to the next one.
Some folk believe mages can read the future in flames. Talir knows better than most, and tracked down a rebel caster rumored to have the gift of prophecy.
You're with us or against us?
I have no quarrel with your rebellion.
They got the jump on you. Hold them off as long as you can. Killer lets the unit attack an enemy unit directly a single time, each damaging the other. This special attack can be made the turn the unit is played.
So this is a fast spell, even though I could play it right now. Oh, I don't know, I can, because it needs an attacking enemy. Okay, so we'll be playing this on the opponent's turn.
You should avoid taking as much damage as possible.
So it will target the 4-2. It goes back into the enemy's hand. We are only taking 4.
Not quite as planned.
Next turn we can do that again. This is a fast spell again, so even if I can play it right now, it's tempted to just use it in the enemy's turn.
You should avoid taking his...
We are taking 4 again, down to 14. Opponent will be replaying the same card again.
Units with ambush can be played at the end of the enemy turn, or during enemy attacks for a surprise block.
So ambush is like flashing magic. It's an effective blocker against the 4-2, but we need something other than these to get an answer for the enemy units.
Just a little while longer.
This is a simple spell, so we won't be able to use it in the enemy's turn. The cost is also increased by 2, so if I put this one back in their hands, it will be a 5 power cost creature, so they won't be able to play it again. They will be able to play these ones, so I'm guessing we are targeting the 4-2 again. End our turn, and then we will have an effective blocker against one of these. But now that they drew their sigil, they will be able to play it next turn.
Time Weaver will double the cost of a card in the enemy hand, keeping it away for a little longer.
Okay, so even though they will be able to use it next turn, I mean the 4-2, I don't know what the card's name is anymore, but we'll be able to double it, I mean the power cost of it. So it will cost them 10 power to just use it, which is pretty decent for us. Now we will be able to ambush one of the units.
Killer allows your Carnosaur to immediately attack an enemy unit directly. Killer allows your Carnosaur to immediately attack an enemy unit directly.
Yeah, we got that on the first one as well. So Killer makes your card exhausted, so it won't be able to attack this turn, but since it has Summoning Sickness, we won't be able to attack with it anyway. So we are just killing a 2-2 now, and we will be attacking with the 3-4. He needs to block it, because otherwise he'll lose the game. And I guess we won't, because they don't have anyone.
You held them off. You held them off.
Why do I need to attack with both of them? I don't understand that.
Strangers around you.
The Hurus seem much more than they let on. But you gotta be careful when you seek them out. From what I hear, they're as like to feed you to their owls as share the mysteries of the world. Talir needed to know more about the strangers she'd encountered. She needed the owl's wisdom.
So let's play the final chapter of Talir's story. After that we will be seeing a regular cutscene. We'll be getting the Sense of Time deck, and we will be moving on to the Primal Sigil questline. But I won't be playing out the Primal Sigil questlines right now, so we will be cutting the video short after this one.
At the beginning of each game, you'll have an opportunity to draw a new hand of cards if you wish. You should do so now. This hand has too many high-cost cards that are more suitable for later in the game.
So now we are learning about essentially mulliganing or redrawing the cards. So these are our high-cost creatures and spells and stuff like that, so we need to redraw these just to have some early game plays like these ones.
These strangers, what do they mean?
Faces in the shadows. Death.
I can't hover over this unit on the right.
Gone.
This affects us all.
Deadly units will kill any unit they damage. Lumen Defender isn't a strong attacker, but it can kill any unit it gets into battle with.
So deadly is like Death Strike, is essentially what she's saying. And I'm sorry again for all these comparisons between games,
Their influence is everywhere.
but it's probably easier for you to understand if you have something to compare it to.
I'll find my way.
This is just a 2-3 blocker, nothing special.
I bring word.
I don't want to be attacking into these ones right now. We are trying to develop our board. This will be a 4-4 when I summon it. Yeah, he does this every time she attacks. At least we are holding off one of the attackers. Now we will be holding off both of them. Next turn we'll be able to play this 1-5 deadly unit, and when I summon him I will also get 5 life.
Time heals all.
If I attack right now, they can just double block my unit and I will be only able to kill one of them. So I'm not going to attack right now. I will be in the next turn, however. I'm not sure I can block the flying creature.
Be redeemed.
Okay, so we must not allow this unit to get above 4 life, or 4 power rather. Yeah, we can just attack like this with these 2 units. It won't be a strong attack, that's for sure. Because they can just ignore the 1-5, and then I won't have a blocker, so it's rather just better to go forward with the 6-6. They can double block it. All 3 units will die, but I have another one in hand.
Tick tock.
They got a nice 2-for-1 there. Now she's even stronger. We can attack with both of these now because they can block this one. They can jump if they want. We are leaving a blocker behind.
Safe travels, friend.
And we can get a sigil from our deck, essentially thinning it out a little bit. This seems like a good attack. All my units will get +1/+1. So now I have more profitable attacks. Basically all of my units can attack right away.
The shadows, they are coming.
Okay, we got the new deck for the time sigil, and this concludes our video right here. And next time we will be continuing with the remaining 2 factions. So thanks everyone for watching, and I see you guys in the next one.
Talir's questions were only turning up more questions. What had the Huru meant about faces in the shadows? She began the journey back to Argenport, fearing that the worst still lay ahead.